Hello viewers, we're back. I'm going to block the main cam momentarily so we can get over the fence. Everybody still has their eyes. I will go into more information shortly. Makeup case. There's litter boxes to be filled. Tomatoes like, I'm comfortable. Put food down in a moment. Let me take this carrier out. I'll be right back. There goes Jasper, first in the box, and that's all. I think I've been holding this all day. But nope, didn't do anything. Go back in there, boy. Here, you want to try this box? Sorry, kids. Pickles and jalapeno. They are offered wet food after the neuters. So they won't be so frantic when they get home. Let me know if any cam doesn't have sound. One of them came unplugged earlier and I forgot to, I don't know if I restarted it or not. No sound on main cam? Okay, hold on. 1 second. Sound! We have sound on cam 1. And for anybody who just suddenly got freaked out because they heard somebody say sound, sorry, it's the kittens. It's their fault. There's no chat on the Cam 2, 3, or 4 event. The chat is on the main event, but if you're on a tablet, sorry. They're hungry. Okay, I will try to pause here and there so that the CC here can keep up easier. Last week, when we weren't sure who was at risk for both eyes, we weren't sure if it was peanut or pickles. It was pickles. So do we have sound on cams 2 through 4? I'll just ramble on. Kitten, 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 kitten. Making noise for the other cams. Oh, aren't you so cute? Tomato was laying just like this in the carrier when I picked him up. Belly up. Everyone was neutered except for Pickles because he still has a trace of a URI, upper respiratory infection. All cams have sound? Thank you very much. Out. Yeah, you got litter in your nose again. Well, you had litter in your nose. Go back in the box. Quit chasing the litter. Go on. Go. Go. Go potty. Potty. I think Jalapeno has to poop, but he keeps getting distracted by playtime. Yeah, that's disgusting. See? Disgusting stuff. They were all vaccinated, and I could check it to see if they're microchipped because I have a chip reader around here somewhere. But they should be. You're like covered in litter. Your face is like all littered up. He digs like this. Okay. Sit there. Get litter awfully close to your eyeball. Hold still, hold still, hold still. Don't close it, don't close it. There we go. He had like litter on the edge of his eyelid. You can lick your paws outside of the box. You can chase your tail outside of the box. Okay, the eyes. The vet specialists believe that their eyes are still salvageable. We're trying a new bringing out the big guns. It's called serum treatment. It's derived from blood from a donor animal. In this case, it was a dog that was brought in today. Okay, he's like swimming in the litter. He's doing the breaststroke. Just poop already. When I got home, that was a big poop. I said, okay guys, we're home. And all of a sudden it was like purrs everywhere. So there's 3 different medications that their eyes are going to get. I have 2 of them. One is on order. They'll get a drop of the serum into their eye, everyone except for Jalapeno, who's all clear. What are you playing with? Play with that. And then they'll get a drop of the antibiotic that they were on until I ran out. And then they'll get another drop of something else into each eye, 5-minute increments, 4 times a day. Now this is no guarantee that they're going to save their eyes are still able to be saved. I'm especially surprised at Pickles, because the vet thinks that his eye may be salvageable, but the lens was sticking out of the eye. So maybe they healed. The pictures I took last night definitely look so much better than they did before. Do you poop in pickles? So Pickles is peeing and therefore it's pickle juice. What's number 2? Pickles? He does need to go number 2, I can tell. Excuse you. Pickle spears. I was already busy with eyes until I ran out of the eye drops. I was doing eye meds 4 times a day. So even though they're boys, they still get a little cut on their belly to make a scar and a tattoo of green line. And that's because since they're neutered young, they may not have any lumps on the back. You know what I mean? And if they get lost in the future, they could be confused for a girl. Why don't you try this box over here, boy? Got the litter off your nose. Follow the stream. Follow the stream. Not you. You got litter on your nose. He's purring. Oh my god. Are you peeing or what? Don't poop yet. Okay, boy. You'll your box rights for a moment. He sucked it back in. Yeah. There's the tomato juice. So recheck is going to be Wednesday next week, the 5th. That's a lot of juice there, boy. The vet wants me to keep everything low stress. It's possible that a high stress situations can cause the eyes to not get better. So things are pretty much low stress, or as low stress as they can be. That's why I keep the room. But I'm gonna go ahead and put a feel away diffuser in the kennel so nobody can unplug it. Yep. Tomato seeds, big ones. Cover it up. You're stepping on it, boy. There it is. Cover it up. Good boy. Fortunately, it was hard poop. Kittens. If they don't drive you crazy, they'll drive you insane. So we'll start the medication cycle back up at 8 o'clock. Pretty much the only stress they get in here is when they spook each other. Like when Relish finally jumped over the fence and then jumped and hit the door. I don't know. I was working on the other side and I just heard thump slide. And that spooked Jalapeno. They did have vaccinations today. So what that means is that they may get sore and they may spend a lot of time sleeping. Yeah, right. These kittens sleep a lot. Blanket critters. But since they need low stress, Uncle Dorian cannot visit at this time. What are you doing? How about a nice eye scritch or cheek scritch? I can't really try music in here because of copyright issues. I would have to mute the cam. I have to mute the cam when I watch a movie because I had a copyright warning because it picked up some highly distorted music that was in the movie I was watching. Four times a day means roughly every 6 hours. About old classical music, I'd rather not risk it, even non-copyrighted music. Because what happens if a classical song that's 100 years old, but redone by somebody else recently, even if the algorithm may be precise or imprecise enough to confuse the two. This is Peanut right here. Yeah, and since they have not had music before, not even in the car because they were did so well driving, that they're not used to music. I'll show you the the tattoo that they have on tomato or jalapeno. Now he's purring. You could bring in a band instead of a bagpipe player, Doug, with their own music. Set them up in the corner there. The best low stress for kitties really is just silence. And then when I show the belly, I'll walk around to all the cams. So no matter which cam you're watching, you'll see. Hey buddy, it's going to be you. Actually, let's try Jalapeno. He's better at staying upside down. But yours looks better. Maybe I should have stood up first. So if they ever get lost and become strays, and they show up at a shelter, one of the things they'll do is check their belly for a tattoo such as this. That way, it's like ear tipping, but easy. But with social cats, you don't have to cut the ear. I can still see it on Trillian. I'm gonna take care of the litter boxes. Now I know that Pickles does not seem to be in any pain or discomfort with his eye. And maybe that will also help to lead to the vet saying that maybe saved. The eye specialist. None of their eyes seem to be causing them discomfort at this time. Now, why would they still lose their eye? If it's not causing them any pain right now. I will answer that. Their eyes may not be causing them pain now, but if it's determined that it will in the future, then they will lose the eye. And I will explain what I mean by pain. Now, I'm sure everyone has had an eyelash get in their eye. It's about 10 times worse than that, maybe more. If you ever had an eye scratch, where it's like you had to put like a bandage over your eye or it hurt for days. It's even worse than that. It's like if you imagine having a needle, if you ever had like something near your eye that felt like you got jabbed in the eye, imagine that nonstop, never ending. If it's determined that that's what it's going to be like, it's humane to take the eye. It's like vision, excruciating pain. You know, get rid of the pain by getting rid of the eye. And if you ever had imagine the worst pain that you ever felt in your eye, and then double that. Hey, leave that wire alone. Oh, that wire is not for you. Do not pull it to the fence. Tomato. Well, you're trying to set up the phone so that it's make it get banned. I was asked last week if tomato would be like like peanut. I hold him upside down and it scratches his cheek. Nah, no, yeah, he is. If you've been watching since the beginning, remember how Peanut would always lay in the pan back here, or lay in the litter box, would hardly not play? That's because his eye was bothering him. Then his eye actually started to a partial rupture, which somehow released the pressure or whatever it was causing the pain. The lens came partially out and sealed the hole. And now it looks like it either healed over or the lens is healed to the cornea. Everybody gets the serum treatment and the eye meds except for Jalapeno. Jalapeno was completely cleared. And serum is until the serum is done. I have 2 vials of serum. The vet estimates they'll last 3 to 4 days each. The serum is derived from blood from an animal donor, in this case a dog. See, dogs rule too. Just cats rule a little bit more. Now, I ask that in chat, do not state that you want a particular kitten or don't name kittens. Keep it to yourself. There's a good reason for that. Because usually, if somebody states that they want to adopt a certain kitten, other people that were really interested in that kitten may back off. And that one person, not saying you, but that one person may not be suitable for adopting for one reason or another. And then the other person that backed off would have been. You know, that's the things we have to consider. Someone's playing with my back, and it feels like he was trimmed. Yay, trims! I guess I finally do have to update the description because it's like two vet checks. Yee. And don't worry if you name names. You know, you've been enlightened. You know, there's no harm done. But I have that rule for a reason. And we usually don't post it unless somebody actually does it, and then we just inform them, and everybody goes on. Everybody's happy. I expect more cuddles from you because you got no hormones affecting your behavior. Well, they probably have some still in there. They got to filter out. He's like rolling on his back from me petting his back, but he still wants me to pet his back. It's kind of hard, buddy. And concerning the copyright strikes, the reason why I don't want to take any risk, because it could shut my cam down for a month. That's happened to another foster mom. Let's not do that. Risk that. Plus, not everybody likes classical music. If it's quiet, you can play your own music. Why didn't Pickles get neutered? Because he still has a trace of an upper respiratory infection. He's continuing that Clavamox antibiotics. You got the litter around your eyes again, boy. Can you stop swimming in the litter? You got litter up your nose. Tomatoes falling asleep. The kittens, the thing about music, the vet wants me to de-stress things. They're not used to listening to music. Music may cause them stress. They're used to silence. So we're going to keep silence. It's not about the camera, copyright, anything. That's also a consideration, but I'm not doing music. I've never done music. I'm not going to do music. We don't need music. And just like people, different cats end up having different tastes for music. I can see Peanut being a classical kind of guy, but death metal. And this guy likes anything sung by Barry White. I'm playing with one of the clips from something. Nope, sorry PJW, nobody likes country. Not even the mater. Bluegrass is kind of cool. Since Pickles did not get neutered, he doesn't have any of the happy medicine. So he's probably feeling his vaccinations. There's a small little gnat flying around in here. But he can see it. He's been tracking it around the room. That's very encouraging. Did you get it? You weren't trimmed. Yeah, I got a t-shirt that says spare. Spare. S-P-A-Y-E-R. Pay now or pay later. And a cat. Yeah, I'll wear it one of these days. Okay, I'm going ahead and close out this visit. They're winding down. Getting sleepy. I'll be back in around 8 o'clock or shortly thereafter. But again, there won't be any music. I'm not really set up in here for kitty TV. My spare monitor was just this morning put to use out in the hallway so I can connect all the Kitten Cam PCs to one monitor. So I don't have to always remote in to see what's happening. Also, I would have to find something that was royalty free. Alrighty. Even though I'm not selling anything. Big purrs from Jalapeno. Okay, let's put this clip up. Alrighty, enjoy the kittens. Have a nice day.